I'm absolutely and totally against it.
It was alright for a gimmick, but I don't think it really enhances the film if you apply it to every single film. I think if a film's a good film, it's a good film whether it's in 3D or not.
I don't really like it, to be honest. I think it's a bit of a cop-out nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's quite sort of revolutionary.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of... I mean, like at the start of the film, I think it's like quite dramatic, and then as you get used to it, it doesn't seem much different to HD.
I love it. I'm a real avid film watcher, and I think 3D has just added another dimension.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It brings more visual aid to you when you're watching it.
I just don't see the point of it. I really don't. You're asking people to just pay extra money to wear silly glasses and things whiz past their ear rolls. You see 2D films that have been scaled up to 3D, they just look daft. And 3D films, that's filmmakers thinking about how do we make 3D work rather than how do we make the film work. I'll give you the example of the film about the strange blue people running about all over the place. It's pointless. Cinema is a two-dimensional medium. You know, if it's done properly, it draws you into that.
There was a phase in the 50s, wasn't there, 3D, and now it's come back. I don't know, I'm not sure why it faded out. It might be regarded as a bit gimmicky. On the other hand, it might be something that keeps cinemas alive, as it's something you might not be able to replicate at home.
If they get the graphics to more realistic, I say, then yeah, there's definitely a future in it, but at the moment I think it's just a fad.
I remember when 3D cinema came out, when it first came out, Jaws 3D, and that kind of came and went quite quickly.
Yeah.
I think this time it might stick around a bit.
Can you not see a long-term future for it?
Yeah, I can, and I don't like that.
What don't you like about it?
Well, for instance, you got films like Justin Bieber 3D coming out, which are going to make a lot of money, rather than indie films like low budget films with good scripts, which aren't going to get any notice anymore.
And do you think it's like a passing fad for different generations, like the 50s, the 80s, and then now, or do you reckon it's going to
Yeah, I
stay?
think it probably is.
Do you see any long-term future for 3D?
Only for speciality things like gimmick type films.
I think the quality of it will get better and better, and that's what will bring more people in to watch it.
Star Wars 3D. Yeah, George Lucas had one idea a long time ago, to steal a Kurosawa movie and make it into a half-decent science fiction film. Ever since, he's just been churning out that same dead horse. It gets more and more embarrassing, more and more silly, and more pointless. Turn it into 3D, you could turn it into 4D. You could make it a completely immersible experience, and in fact he could take you to the planet and you could live on it. The fact is, the original film is okay, the second one's good, the third one was alright, the prequels are rubbish, and everything else that's happened since is an embarrassment. And it's also an enormous waste of money.
What's your opinion on the new Titanic 3D?
I didn't like Titanic 2D.
I don't think it needs these sort of gimmicks.
No, it doesn't need any kind of gimmick. Casablanca's Casablanca.